These are not simple words. I've said from the beginning that a lot of the people that we come on the internet, and when I say we, I absolutely do not mean myself. People are on the internet watching they're watching jokes, you're watching jokers perform for you and tell you that they are prophets. There are people, even if God had given them this word, they would never risk their face being tied to such words. They would rather die first before they come forth and say this kind of thing. You say that a person is a prophet, and yet you've never seen any evidence of your so-called prophets that are willing to lay it all on the line. And yet the other people who are not prophets, when they come across the truth, they scream it from the rooftop. And God says these people are always rejected. In fact, the phrase I'm hearing right now as I'm making this video is that people who try to sound the alarm in America, try to sound the alarm, try to wake up their family members, try to wake up the people in their Bible study, try to wake anybody up. God says that they are put into silence. This is the phrase I'm hearing, put into silence. God is speaking to me about rebel prophets, prophets who go against the grain. This is not on the prayer call. This is just coming to me now. Prophets who go against the grain, prophets who lay it all on the line. God says these people are willing to go out in a blaze of glory for his name's sake. They're willing to risk everything for my sake. And one of the things that God is always saying to me is, put yourself into my hands. Put yourself into my hands. Be willing. Excuse me, please. Be willing to die in my hands if you must. Be willing over totally to me. And yet there are people sitting in church. The pastor even asked for a 2-day fast. It's like, Pastor, my medication, I can't. You're playing games with your Christianity, and that's why you were here on this prayer call, that God is saying he's going to cut this body to salami. So you keep on playing games out there. You keep on with reckless love Jesus in his gold belts and his pretty blonde hair. You keep on with Santa Jesus. You keep coming here and asking me, who is Jesus to you? Who is Jesus to you? You will find out the difference between me and you out there, Pharisee. God is going to show you that the gap between myself and yourself is so wide that even if you had a jet, you could not cross from where you are in your blindness to come to where I am. You don't have the guts to pay the price. Your Christianity is a cheap, it's that little toy they give the kids. It's a party token. You can't even find the door to enter into true Christianity. You don't know what it is to pour out oil on the feet of the Lord. And then you want to march your bloated, fat, weak self over here and talk to me. God is going to cut the church to pieces. He said he will amputate its rotten limbs. I have had these prophecies on the blog for years. Some of you, soon we fly. At the next Shemitah, he's coming. Jonathan Kahn said so. You will be taking a very different flight, and it's not with Southwest, and it's not with Delta. God said to me years ago, some of you, soon we fly. At the next Shemitah, he's coming. Jonathan Kahn said so. You will be taking a very different flight, and it's not with Southwest, and it's not with Delta. God said to me years ago that the church is too fat. And he said to me, Celestial, I can win a victory with very few soldiers. A lot of these people, they cloud the battlefield. They are doing nothing for the cause. I will get rid of them. I will clear the air a little. Many, many useless dry twigs. You will go home, and on your way, you will remember that the Lord spoke to you and told you to stop being a dim and a flickering and a Pharisee proud, arrogant candle that talks too much. but you would not hear. And so the original one who in the book of Revelation says, repent, do the works you did at first, or I will come to you and I will put your lamp in darkness. You're just going to find that the lamp will be put out. And without light, how can you stand? God says he needs people who are going to be bright lights, people who are going to glow. You have a YouTube channel, you have 1 million people, and all you're telling them is salami, salami, baloney. That's what you're doing with that platform. A person couldn't get the truth out of you if they tried. And then you want to say that you are an evangelist, you are apostle, you are this. And then you want to pick up stones and stone the truth. Won't those stones come flying back at you? Direct